welcome back to my channel. And if you have seen my previous video, you all know that I had promised that I'll be doing a Deepika Padukone inspired makeup look, which I had already done on Friday on my Instagram live. And since I'm not able to show my full face over here, I'll be just showing you the eye look and I'll also give you the face details. So as you know, her face is like a matte finish and she has not gone for any highlight or anything. So I'm using Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation in the shade Shortbread. That's my shade. And then I have gone with MAC Mineralized Skin Finish to just you can say set my foundation, and that's all I have done on the face. And then I slightly contoured with the light contour shade. As you can see how her jawline is already chiseled, so she has not gone for strong contour as such. Now starting with the brows, she has nicely filled in brows and her brow shape is very much different from my brows, so I'm just trying to get as close as her brows. Like hers are rounded, mine are, you can say, straight but arched. So yeah, I'll be just giving it a round kind of look with help of concealer and the brow powder. You can use any brow powder. The concealer I'll be using is from LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain, and this is like something I use almost every time. I'm in love with this concealer, and it's like nice drugstore replica for any high-end concealer. I'm carving out my brows like on the upper side on my forehead, and then just I'll cut off the arch which I have to give it a rounder look, and same thing I'll do below my brows on the brow bone as well. You can use the same concealer to set your eyes as well, and that's it with the brows. You don't need to just blend it out, and you can just use any sponge, any beauty blender, or even your fingertips and just blend it out. Now for the eye primer, I'm using the MAC paint pot in soft ochre. It's been my favorite, like one of the most favorite paint pot shade that goes with my skin tone, and it's setting such a good base for any eye makeup. And just apply this and set it with your any loose powder or any setting powder, anything that you use to set your makeup. Just apply it and you are ready for the eye look. I'll be doing the same on both the eyes. I'm just applying this paint pot in soft ochre and then just blending everything out and then setting nicely, so like I'm set for a good base. You can use any fluffy brush. The brush I'm using, most of them are from Gel Techniques, and those are very nice and drugstore easily available everywhere. So yeah, that's it, and it's really simple, really easy. And as you might know, Deepika has a flawless skin, and her mostly used eye look is smoky eyes, and she has gone for the same on her wedding as well. She has gone for brown smoky eyes, which I just loved it like anything. You can see she has gone for like a deeper shade of brown on the outer V, and also she has emphasized more on her lashes and liner. It's not a usual winged liner, but still it's a nice thick eyeliner. The color which I'll be using is mostly from the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsession. I'm using a transition shade which is the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm just blending with the fluffy brush from Real Techniques again. So I'm just trying to emphasize on the crease area and just getting a good transition and just trying to melt it in my skin. Like you can say, you just choose any color that matches your skin tone, and blending is the key. So just blend. You can intensify this look if you want to. I just went for a very natural normal smoky look which was hers, so it's all up to you. If you want to intensify, you can intensify it. Now I'm going with the smaller brush that is more precise. This is the brush from Makeup Revolution, and I'm using a bit deeper shade of brown and then just applying it in my crease area. I'm just going with the smaller brush so that I can get more controlled and intense look in the crease area. You can use a fluffy brush for the transitions, or something that you want to blend out nicely, but when you want to apply a nice shade and you want to be more precise, just go with the brushes that are more precise, that are densely packed, and those with smaller or dubbed heads. I'll be going with the deepest shade from the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsession, and then just on the outer crease, I mean outer V, I'm just placing and then blending it all over. I just making sure that everything looks seamless. So just again, the key is you need to blend everything properly. So I'm just blending the shadow, same shadow which I have shown you, and I'll be just blending all over my eyelid. As you can see, I'm just taking almost near to my crease area. You can do the same. I'll be doing obviously same thing on the other eye as well. And one more thing I need to tell you, she had not gone for any inner corner highlight or any brow highlight. Even the brow powder she had used was just a matte finished highlighting shade. It was not something shiny. She has not gone for anything very glowy or anything. She had just her natural bridal glow, which every bride has, and that's it. No blush, no highlight, no sharp contour, but this was it. She had nice smoky brown eyes, and that was it. Now I am taking the deepest brown shade and I'll be just smoking out on the outer V, you can say, where you apply the liner, and I'm just placing there and intensifying it. I'm not blending it like the other shade, but I'm just packing it on the outer V so that it gives that effect how her shadow was. It was a bit dark on the outer side only. And yes, she had also smoked out the lower lash line, and she had applied kajal on both upper and lower waterline. And moreover, her look was very simple. It's not something very difficult to do or very difficult to achieve. It was a very simple yet very elegant kind of look, and any one of you can achieve. Or maybe if some of you are very new or just beginners, maybe it will just need a practice for once or twice, and then maybe you can just hit the bullseye. You can see how it opens up the eye, like the way it has applied on the outer corner. And yes, since my eye shape is different from hers, it will look different on me as it looked on her. It won't look the same because my eye shape is completely different. My facial features are completely different from hers. So please don't try to compare it with Deepika. Like, I don't look like Deepika. Obviously I am not Deepika Padukone, so I don't look like her, so please don't try to compare that. And if you know, Deepika has kind of shadow, or you can say bulgy kind of under eyes. Like a tad bit of brown shade under the eyes, and she has kind of puffy thing, but it's not puffy eyes, but that's how her eyes are. So I'll just try to recreate that shadow on my lower, you can say lower lash line, below lower lash line. I'll just try to get the light brown shadow and just blend. I'm using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and then I'll be going with the shade that is matte but highlighting shade, and I'll be applying just where my arch is, like only near the brow bone. See, that's how our brows are curved and nice, but mine are not. Mine are straight and arched. So I'm just nicely blending it. The shadow does not look like a highlighter, but it is a highlighting shade. And I was confused which of the two shades she has used on the lips, so I went for Flirt instead of Vixen. Now after that, I have just applied my Elegant concealer and I'm just blending everything in so it looks flawless. And just don't forget to remove all the fallouts. And now comes kajal or anything you can use. I am using Inglot gel eyeliner in the shade 77. It's AMC gel liner. I'm just taking a small liner brush and lining my waterline, both upper and lower waterline, as she had done, tight lining both the lids like upper and lower. And same thing I'll be using as my eyeliner as well. You can use kajal if you want to, and then eyeliner on the lash line. That way also is fine. And excuse that background because I know my sister has scribbled. He is also talking about her brows. I'm not going for any false lashes. I wanted to, but then I thought I'll just apply a coat of mascara because I didn't want to, keep the look for so long. It was just that I was about to remove my makeup, and that's when I thought I'll be recreating this look. So I did it at night, so I'm not applying any falsies or anything because I'll have to wash my face as soon as this makeup is done. And yes, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you can. It's optional, obviously. If you like it, you subscribe it. That will be more than world to me. It will mean a lot to me. And yes, you can see how I'm applying this liner. Take your time, go slow, just do as you like. So I'm just taking the liner from the very inner corner to like end of my eyelids, and I'm just gonna get a little flick, not a winged liner, not a proper wing liner how Deepika usually does. It's not that kind of sharp wing liner. It's just to give a bit of lift to the eye. I'm just gonna go and give that lifting effect and just slightly giving a touch like angled liner look. Yeah, that's it. And it's so simple. I mean, her look is very simple. Actually, I didn't expect Deepika to go for this look, but since she has, and we all loved it, right? Now I'm going with one of my favorite mascaras, that's Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is one of my most favorite mascara. I just love its wand, like how it is. I mean, it's slightly curved, so it's very easy to apply with this wand, and applying it on the upper side of the lash and then going with the lower side, and it gives nice volume. So that's the reason I didn't need falsies anyway, because alhamdulillah my lashes are nice and full. So that's very much the complete look. I really hope you like it, and stay connected for my next video. I hope I am doing justice to her look.